Earlier this year in February, I was driving with my mum across the roads of Bristol to go to my first comedy show. As we got there, we stepped out of the car, we walked into the comedy room. My mum got her glass of wine, as old women do. She's not that old actually. And I got my ginger beer. We sat there talking for a bit, and then they called us in. The pub was called the Hen and Chicken. It was packed full of different people. It was in the north side of Bristol, in Bedminster. The show we were seeing was some Spanish guy called Ignacio Lopez. I think that's how you pronounce it. We quickly downed our drinks and we walked up the stairs into the main comedy room. It was packed. There were barely any available seats, so me and my mum had to sit kind of right in the corner with a massive pillar in front of us. So we kind of had to peek over to look at the act. One guy came on, he was semi-alright, but then another guy came on. Some bold guy with glasses. He kind of looked like Harry Hill, if any of you British people used to watch TV. The guy spoke with such confidence that even if his joke didn't go well, he would just keep going. And then he joked a bit, he told some funny jokes, joking about veganism, because Bristol's full of vegans and stuff. And he stepped off the stage, and the main act, the Spanish guy, came on. He was alright, but to my surprise, he wasn't as good as I thought it would be. It was my first comedy show, as I mentioned earlier, so I was a bit, what the fuck is this guy doing? I wasn't laughing that much. I was expecting to, laugh. You know when you're with your friends, and you laugh when your ribs are aching, and you're dying in pain, and your seat's falling back. I was expecting to be laughing like that, but to my surprise, I barely laughed at all. The interval came, and then me and my mum walked back down the stairs out of the pub and decided to go to Co-op to get some snacks. I got some nuts and pancakes, a bit random, but I was feeling peckish at the time. We walked back into the pub, up the stairs, grabbed our seats by the pillar, and was ready for the second act of the comedy show. He was still a bit boring. He started to get out his guitar and sing some random songs, which I thought was pretty impressive. He kind of reminded me of Ed Sheeran, if he was Spanish, with a little twang to his accent, baby. The comedy show finished, and these guys were at the entrance of the pub. They said, if you want to speak to us, ask us any questions, get us any photos, feel free. I was like, photos? I don't even know these guys. So we went back down the stairs again. Honestly, my legs were killing at this point. We went back down the stairs. Then my mum told me, Amani, you're doing your YouTube journey. Why don't you speak to one of them? Why don't you ask them some advice? It's similar stuff what you do. Then I told her, but they're not going to know anything. Do I really? Basically, I was just trying to come up with every excuse not to talk to them. So the Spanish guy, he was the main act. He was full on bombarded with people, like he was Lady Gaga with the paparazzi. So I decided to speak to the bold guy with glasses instead, as he had no one coming up to him. I asked him, what do you do to engage an audience? How do you become so confident in comedy and not really give a shit if they laugh or not? Before he answered the question, he tried to make a joke about me being Jewish or something. I really didn't clock onto it, so I just gave him a little, yeah, nice one. Then what he said next really put stuff into perspective for me. He told me, do stand-up comedy for 8 years. I was expecting him to give me some worldwide, amazing, problem-solving, mystery, secret advice, but he simply said, do stand-up comedy for 8 years. Since then, it's April now, I totally forgot about that show. Then it rang a bell the other day, as me and my friends were doing a workout, we were talking about the 10,000 hour technique. I don't know if many of you heard of it. It's basically, if you put 10,000 hours into a skill, you're going to become world class at it, or you're going to become really good at it. And that's what this guy did with comedy. He put 8 years into it, probably working every day. 8 fucking years. Now, if I think of all the other successful people, like, let's think of some people that you might know. Kanye West, Taylor Swift, Cristiano Ronaldo, Jimmy Carr. These are all really successful individuals. Imagine the hours that they had to put in to get to their stage. So when I look at myself like, oh, I'm not making any progress. Oh, why haven't I got 100,000 subscribers yet? Why are my biceps not big enough? Why are my abs still not the best? Actually, they're kind of decent. I just go back to that thing. Put in the hours. It's that delayed gratification. Like, you're not gonna see results immediately. They're probably gonna be in about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. 10 years maybe. And then with social media, you've got everyone telling you, look, here's the fastest way to make 10k a month in 12 days. Here's how you get 6-pack abs with no bullshit. Here's how you do this in this time. Everyone's selling you like a not a false dream, because sometimes you can get it done in a short time. They're just selling you a false reality. It's gonna take time, brother. It's gonna take fucking ages. So the realization is kind of, with my YouTube channel, I was trying to make the perfect videos. So they could blow up instantly. I can get famous, blah, 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 make some money, blah, blah, blah. But I realized, okay, maybe one of my videos might blow up, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't still get the reps in. I should be filming these every other day. I know I'm still doing my A-levels, but that's no excuse. I can set up the camera. I could sit out here with my wild apple and cinnamon tea. I can do that. And I noticed this with my friend Lewis as well. His videos on YouTube have started to really get recognition. Then I look at how many videos he's made. 100. He's nearly made 100 videos. It took Mr. Beast 4 years to get 1,000 subscribers. Now Lewis is on 15,000 subscribers. And I know he doesn't do it all because of the outcome. He loves what he does. Blah, 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 blah. Big up yourself, Lewis, if you're watching this. But, damn, it's going to take time. And that's where people say, enjoy the journey or enjoy what you're doing, because you're going to be in it for a while. And if you hate what you're doing, there's no way you're going to be in that shit for about 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 years. Like, I couldn't imagine myself sitting in college for another 2 years. That shit bores the fuck out of me. Sorry for my language. So whatever you're doing, whether you're playing football, whether you're learning to sing, whether you're developing your social skills, you have a YouTube channel, you're trying to learn something, build a skill, remember that it's going to take time. I'm literally realizing this now. Oh, by the way, do you have the football shirt? Big up the Rastafarians, big up the Jamaicans. You don't know, wagwan. What the fuck is wrong with me? It's going to take a long time. And in another video I made about comparing yourself to others is destroying your progress, I talk about my Muay Thai experience, where I go to Muay Thai for the first time. I look at the other guys. I'm comparing myself to them. I can't get the kick. Because you know in Muay Thai you need to twist your shin or something. I can't get the kick. I've been doing it for 20 minutes. These guys have been doing it for 10 years. There's a reason why they can get the perfect kick every time. There's a reason why I'm still at level 1. There's no need to compare myself to them, because it's going to take for so long for me to get to them. So I can use them as inspiration. That's a little side note. Anything worthwhile doing will take a long time. That's the summary of the video. I'm going to Muay Thai now. It is 4:40. The sun's out as well today. It's looking fresh. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's all from me. Peace. Oh no, I need to do my signature thing. This is my new thing now. Adios.